Good morning, all of you. I welcome all of you to the lecture Python programming. In today's lecture, we will discuss about some functions which are sequence related built-in functions. Yes, is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
In previous lecture, we saw sorted, reverse and enumerate and zip, these three functions. Sorted, we can sort our data alphabetically as well as sequentially. Reverse, we can make the data reverse. Enumerate, we can iterate the data, and zip, we can combine the data in a files. So such type of functions we can use for. There is one example album. In album there are some text. Reverse it and it is going to reverse. In first OM2 read guide, we these words are there, but once we use enumerate, these will likewise index wise we will get it from 0 1 2 3. Enumerate, if we use enumerate we get the index. Similarly, if we use zip, then two files we needed, album and years, then we can combine these two files. Similar type of example we have taken and combined the student names and their subjects in a zip file. Now we are going towards the iterators and the iter function. What are iterators? They are just data structures that you can iterate over by their index starting at 0 and counting till the final item of the sequence. Iterators are the data structures, and there we can iterate from 0 to until the end of the data, because you can do this counting. Iterating over the sequence is trivial. Iteration support in Python works seamlessly with a sequence, but now also allow programmers to iterate through the non-sequence type, including user-defined object. We can make the parts from 0 to until the end of that sequence. Iterations can be used. There are various data structures, there are various functions which can be used for iteration. Iterators and iter functions. Iterators come in handy when you are iterating over something that is not a sequence but exhibits behavior that make it seem like a sequence. Suppose something data is not in a sequence, we can also make the iteration from the index value 0 to the end of the index value, though the data is in not a sequential format. For example, key of a dictionary, we can make the iteration in a dictionary. We know the dictionary functions, and also line of files. Line in files we can make iterations. Suppose we have a file and want to print that file sequentially, we can use the iterations in that. You will not be able to easily tell whether it is an iterators or a sequence. The best part is that you do not have to care, because the Python make it seem like a sequence. Don't afraid about the sequence and the iterators. there are various structure, like file is one of the structure. File top data we can store there. Dictionary is another type of a structure, and by using this function we can iterate the data. So let us see why iterator. It provide an extensible iterator interface. It provide extensible iteration interface. Means we have one file A, and in this file there are some information like A, B, C, D. Now from this file we want to iterate the data as A, B, C, D. Again we have updated this file by one character E, then it can be iterated, so it is a extensible interface. Brings performance enhancement to the list iteration. List get increase their performance, their speed can be increased, their quality can be increased, and also iterator allow for a big performance improvement in the dictionary iteration. Also allow for the creation of a true iterations interfaces as opposed to overriding methods originally meets for the random element access. Suppose we have one this list, and we want to extend this list. In such a case, iterator will not override. Suppose we have again added A, then at last A will be added. It will not override here on the A due to the iterators. Be backward compatible with the existing user-defined classes and extensions object that enumerate sequence and mapping. It is compatible to the enumerate the sequence mapping, as well as result in more concise and readable code that iterate over the non-sequence collections, mapping, and file for instances. Suppose we have a non-sequence data, it will be collected properly. File will be mapped and for instances. Example, we have one file, and this file contains some of the information. The information is like text, number, or special character. This file A having all this information, but by using the iterators it can be iterate all the sequence of the data, all the data in sequentially, all the data will map properly due to the iterators. Therefore iterators required. How do you iterate? Basically, instead of index to count sequentially, an iterator is any items that has a next method. Using next method, we can suppose we have a count one index from 0 to 10. Then by using next method, we can iterate the next value, which is 1. Again we can iterate next value, which is 2. Again we can iterate next value, which is 3. Either you or looping mechanism like for will call the iterator next method to get the next value. Also we can use a for loop to directly iterate all the values, not one by one. We can use for loop, and by using for loop all the values we can get iterated. Once the item have been exhausted, stop iteration exceptions is raised. not not to indicate an error, but to let Flock know that we are done. Suppose we have a 10 numbers in a file and we have used their iteration method and for loop, and next then up to the 10 number we our program will be executed. After reaching to the 10 number, their error will not be get. Program will stop and the stop iteration exception will be printed. Stop exception is rise. This message will be get to us. We will see this practically one by one. So using iterations with a sequence, we have one sequence, we have one tuple, my tuple. It contains 1 2 3 xyz and 45.67. So we are going to create similar type of examples so that it will be better for understanding. We have created, you see here, sequential functions we use as reverse. We have one list Priti, Siddhi, Riddhi, Rajasri, Puja. Just we use one for loop and one variable we have created, and in this variable we have given the values of this stud, but the reverse method were used and the data is printed from this side, Puja, Rajasri, Riddhi, Siddhi. You can see this output. Similarly, enumerate, in enumerate we got here the index value of Priti, Siddhi, Riddhi, Rajasri and Puja. Similarly, we can use a zip. We have two files, student names and their roll numbers. So by using zips of student and roll number, we have given these values to the these two variables, student 1 and roll number n1. So Preeti 03 Siddhi, this message we have printed here. Now the next things we are going to add here, that is, suppose we have a list. The list name is, we can say, here is my tuple. We can give name like this, okay, equal to, in this we are adding the tuple elements by using some characters like students, comma, how many students are there, 1 2 3 4 5. We will write here 10. Suppose 10 students we have. This is number, so this is number, so there is no need to write the quotations. And again we have a suppose 10 students are there, and from them only suppose 7 students are present, so the percentage of present student are 75.70. Suppose this table we have this variable we have created, and in this tuple we have stored this data. Okay, now check this, no error is there. Again we can print its data type. How we can print data type? What I have to write here? Yes, tuple. You see tuple is there, which is the things we can write in round bracket. This means the tuple, the combination of the number. Now forget this print, add here for loop. For iterations, we want to do the iteration. Iter function is there, so I equal to iter, I equal to iter. Okay, what we want to iterate? My tuple, and see the output, there is no error. Okay, then the method which we can use, that is the next. I dot next, I dot next. So next requires some arguments. There is one error, tuple iterator object has no attribute. Next. Indentation error. There are 3 values. From this we want to print the tuple. There is error, tuple iterators object has no attribute. Next. So we want to include some libraries so that it will be executed. See, 1 2 3 should be get first. Again we will use this I next, then another value we will get, then another value, then another value, likewise. So use here from Google Colab. We are including the files from Google Colab in this program, but till it is not there in file. So where is the library of this next? We can find using here. So we can use here variable equal to next from A, and here we will write B. see here. Okay, now print B. So first name is got here. Again, suppose same things we will add here. And same thing, suppose again we are adding here. See the student 10 and their percentage we print. Same thing again, suppose we add here. So see all the values from the list of these tuple, from the values from this tuple, all value we received here. There is some of difference of the editor, we are using Google Colab, and this example we are implementing on the IDLE. So such type of some differences are there. If we also select the IDLE, then there will not any problem. So we will see that later, IDLE. So we will take next point. Is it understood to you? Is there any problem?
No, sir. No, sir.
We have one list. We have one tuple. Tuple and list is different. List and tuple is different. Tuple we can write in this bracket and list in like this bracket. So this is the tuple. From this tuple we are iterating one by one values until the end. So there is a method. This is one function, iter, and we have provided all this value to this I dot next. We use one method, I dot next. We got this. Again, if we use I dot next, we will get this. In IDLE, same type of code can be executed, but we are using the Colab, so there the library which we want to include. So there is a little difference in that, but you see there will not get any error if we use this properly in IDLE. So you can get the message at last, stop iteration. Once the iteration, 3 iterations, 1 iteration, 2nd iteration and 3 iteration, you will get a proper output. After 4th iteration you will get the message stop iteration. So next is using iteration with sequences. If this had been an actual program, we would have enclosed the code inside the try except block. Try and catch error we can use here. By using the for loop we can directly print all these values without using the next function. In previous example we have used the next method, so that what happened, one by one output we received. We have executed multiple time program, 3 times we have executed, but we want directly by using loop, not any manual interference. We can use their for loop, but what happen at last element, if there is no element after the last, what happen there, the try and catch block, try and except block will be used, and sequence now automatically produce their own iterations. So a for loop, you can see for loop is used here. For I in sequence, so sequence should give some of the do something to I. We have created these manual functions under the cover. Now really behave like this: fetch, iterator, sequence, while. So let us check one example. So similar type of example we will take here. We have one list, their name is my tuple. Okay, so use for I in my tuple. If this condition is true, then the following message will be printed: do something to I. Print I. You see all these are printed, and though there is no error. What are the things in the tuple? Student 10 and 75%. All these messages is displayed. But we can also use their try and catch, like fetch, iter sequence we can use while true. So write down ft, fetch equal to iter, in bracket we have to provide the variable name. Our variable name is my tuple. Okay, then while true, if this statement is true, while true, then try this one, I equal to fetch dot next. Try our variable name is my tuple, so try fetch dot next. We have created here ft dot next. Except stop iteration, we can create except this will be give us a output until the end of the value, and if except spot iteration then break. So we can also copy this output. Discard. We are copying same code here. Now see, in sequence we are giving the value my tuple. Try, accepted and indentation block. So give here some space, here also. Print, fetch. We have one variable that is my tuple, and giving this my tuple, we are iterating this, giving to this function iteration and storing in the fetch. While this is true, then try fetch, except end, then print. Print I. Similar type of errors we have what we had here. The next, there were problem of the next, so instead of this we can give the values directly here of fetch. Now see, we have student 10. Again we print here. So now unexpected indentation is there. Here is unexpected indentation. We remove the except spot iteration. Now see, we have only one value. Once we have use here in tuple, if there is value, then this statement will be true and it will be try fetch I value. Otherwise the error will be there and the statement will be break. So the last value we are getting here. At last value we are getting here. So don't confuse here. We are going to see one interesting example of iterations, that is here we are printing a message, what we need. Suppose we have for loop, and if this loop is true, then what message should be print, that we need to write here. What we have to do, that should be right. Under the coverage now really behave like this. Fetch, we have given one variable here, that is sequence fetch. While this is true, then this statement will be execute, otherwise this will be get us and the program will be break here. And if true, then this message will be printed. So next thing is the dictionary. Dictionary and file are two other Python data types that received the iteration makeover. In a list as well as in a dictionary, we have iterators. A dictionary iterators traverse its key. समझो आपके पास एक डिक्शनरी है. In that dictionary you want to find out what is mean by it equal to what. Then you give this is a key. You will give this key to the dictionary, and dictionary will search all these the keywords and map where that keywords and what is the equal to of that, the meaning of that will be displayed to you. Similar type of iterations is there in the list as well as in the dictionary. The idiom for the each key in mydict.key can be shortened to for each key in my dictionary as shown here. There is one method keys, and this is the dictionary which we have created. So we will see one example, each key in my dictionary as shown here. We have one variable and we are creating the dictionary. The dictionary is separated by the colon is used to separate the key and their value. This is the key and this is their value. Koi and authors are the keys and their values are these. Similarly, another we have separated another key and their values, another key and their values, and dictionary is closed by this bracket. What is this bracket name? What's name of this bracket? Curly bracket. Yes. So it is difficult to type fast to me, so I will copy all these and paste it to check the output. So we will take new code here. The font is white, so it will not visible directly from there, so need to add into the text. Now we have one dictionary. These are the keys and their value. You check it. Yeah, it is executed, no error is there. Now for each legend in legend we are using the for loop and printing we are using for loop here. Okay, in for loop so we can write here another name. So okay, no problem. Legends, we are giving legends to the for loop, and here AB. Okay, so print now. If this is true, then print name, their format specifier, occupations and format specifier, and we are giving here closing bracket. This is the AB from AB. So AB we are giving this variable is given here. So let us see what will be printed if we use like this. Indentation. So where it is, we can write here delete button and press enter, then automatic indentation we will get. You see the name and their occupation, author, their name and their occupation is got us. Their name and their occupation we have received here. So similar type of example we can create here. Students equal to new code we will give stud equal to create a dictionary. So parenthesis, in parenthesis write down puja and its occupation we can write or their subject we can write Java. Okay, another key values we can give second name Priti and Python पाइथन में इनको जो मिला है उसकी की okay. Now we can print, we can use for loop for student 1 in stud, then print name इसका फॉर्मेट स्पेसिफायर क्या है? स्ट्रिंग। /t for tab and subject। उनके सब्जेक्ट्स क्या है वो मिलना चाहिए, ठीक है। और सब्जेक्ट जो है वो भी स्ट्रिंग में ही है, इसीलिए उसका फॉर्मेट स्पेसिफायर लिया है। उसके बाद में किसकी वैल्यू आप ले रहे हैं, तो आप ले रहे हैं स्टूड 1 से, ठीक है। तो देखते हैं इसको प्रिंट करके क्या आउटपुट आता है। तो देखो, नेम पूजा, सब्जेक्ट जावा, नेम प्रीति, सब्जेक्ट पाइथन। ओके, तो सेम काइंड अगेन we can print another line here, print quotation marks format specifier is decimal number, so D, and tab for tab, like this operator we can use marks and tab. Okay, then after quotation use here stud stud1 from stud।
हमारे पास तो डेटा पड़ा है और सारा डेटा, एक भी काम नहीं करना।
This bracket is close here, okay।
बोलने तक ही सीमित है। उसके बाद उसका क्यू और क्या वो पॉलिटिशियन का आसपास हो जाएगा तो करते कुछ नहीं। शुक्रिया, तुम्हारा पहला लेक्चर है।
First message is displayed, their subject is displayed, but at 7 print there is error. And what is that? Not all argument covered during the string formatting. So we have to add marks, again roll number, or we can add their %d Now see, the name and their subject and their marks is appeared here. So here we are doing the iterations in the dictionary. डिक्शनरी में इस तरह से आप इटरेशन कर सकते हैं. We are iterating in the dictionary. You know this how to work with a dictionary. Already we have taken the dictionary, so don't confuse there. So in addition, 3 new built-in dictionary methods have been introduced. There are some keys. You have seen that how to iterate from the dictionary and the get output. This is the explanation of a different example, so don't confuse there. Again, one interesting things I am going to tell you, that is file. So file object produce an iterations that calls the read line methods. A read lines method is there in the file, but again it is vary with the editor and with the library. आप किस तरह की लाइब्रेरी यूज कर रहे हैं उसके ऊपर डिपेंड होगा उस लाइब्रेरी में ये फंक्शन है या नहीं है, लेकिन फाइल शुड बी सपोर्ट टू द रीड लाइन मेथड. दस दे लुक थ्रू ऑल द लाइन्स ऑफ द text file, allowing the programmer to replace the essentially for each line in a my file read lines with the more simplistic of each line in a file. So from file we can replace some of the keys by using the replace method, as well as we can read the lines by using the read line method from the my file. This is the my file is the file name, and this is the method we are applying on that, and by line we will read that line. So there is one example, my file equal to open, and this is the file name. So such type of code we are going to do the fast. Suppose we are at here, my file or file, no file, data 1 equal to open in single quote. We have to give the file name, suppose txt 1.txt file we are taking, but we will get here error because this file is not available with us. So we can give the path, we should give the path here, but we are working on Google Colab, so instead of this we use the another method from Google .colab import files. From Google Colabs we are importing the files, okay, and then there is the function uploaded file. We are creating variable name uploaded file. We can write anything, or student data, we can write here data also, okay. Data we have taken. Now files dot upload, then here we can upload the file. Just read this code, execute this file. Invalid syntax. From import Colab So here is the spelling mistake, from, okay, Google Colab. Now we will get this browse function once we use this one, and it is waiting here. So browse from here, we are using this text file. Okay, file is read 100%. We can view this file by using the file dot view, files dot view method. So which file we want to view? We want to view the data file. So again we will use this code at new line, data. Okay, don't worry about this, just remove this line and also just remove this. Now we are uploading the file here. We are uploading the file. Okay, file is uploaded. Once file is uploaded, we can decode that file by using decode method. There we want to use UTF-8 to decode that file. Okay, file is uploaded. Now using here data equal to file name. Our file name is, you can see here, lecturelink.txt. okay, so lecturelink.txt is used here. Now decode method is there and uploaded file is data. So uploaded file is data. Decode this data using decode method. We will get this data. You can see the contents are written in this file are like this. So again we can use their iteration by using for loop. We can make the iteration by using for loop. So use here for text file. We will write text file in, we are giving data in data and make the iteration one by one, so that print what we want to print here. What I should write here in bracket for print this text file. So txt text file. Okay, now see the file is printed likewise. Text file message is displayed. We can print this file here. Or also this is now decoded file. Quotation is not required. So in this way we can read file and find out their content. In next lecture we will see how to write in that. Just we are reading the file. Read on this, we have read one file on this data variable. You can see on this variable there is some data stored, and that means we have read file. In next lecture we will see how to write the content in file. These are the some iterations which we can perform on the file. So you can see here lecture links text. This is the just lecture link text is going to be decoded here, but instead of this data, if we provide the file name data here, data one then not okay. You see one example we have taken how to upload file. Just there we have to use upload method, and this file we are storing on this uploaded variable. Okay, we have stored this file on the uploaded variable. Now we can find what is written inside this file by using Unicode. So the file name which is here lecturelink.txt is given here, lecturelink.txt, and that is stored in one file, and we are decoding the uploaded file. So we will get here what is inside that file. All these contents we are getting here. Again we can use the open. We have read one file. Now we are going to open that file which we have read. So text file we have read, and there we have created one variable file1 equal to open function. This is function. In that file we are giving the name of a file and using for loop, and the variable we have created in for loop txt1 in, we are giving this file name. Then we'll get all the content in that file: MSc, BSc, BSc 1 2 3 4. There are 4 files which we got here. Yes, is there any question? Is there any doubt?
No, sir. No, sir.
So you practice how to open the file in Google Colab from your computer. For that purpose you have to use their upload method, and this from Google Colab you have to import the files. If you have any doubt you can ask me questions, otherwise we are going to stop here. Yes, do you have any question? In today's lecture we have seen some of the iteration methods. We saw some of the iteration functions and methods that are list, tuple and dictionary. And now we are opening the file also. In file we can create the iterations, and through the iteration we can see all the file, we can read all the files, we can view the file, as well as we can add the data in file. So write method should be used there to add the data into the file. hope you understood this. If you have any doubt, you can ask questions. Yes, is there any question?
No, sir. No, sir.
So you have a homework. Yes, Riddhi? Riddhi,
Yes, sir.
is there any doubt to you?
No, sir.
So you have one homework program. Write down one text file in your computer. In that, write down your short name and your subject and class, and read that file into the Google Colab. Okay? Will you do this? आपको फाइल क्रिएट करना है और उसको रीड करना है कोलैब में. क्या आप कर पाएंगे?
हाँ, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you can leave now. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you, sir.